Where do you stand at left tackle? You kind of left that up in the air the other day.
We'll come out here. We'll go ahead and go through our normal procedure, and then see where we're at the end of the week.
Will Josh get the first crack at this?
Yeah, he'll get reps.
Yep. Will he get the first crack at reps like he did last week?
For practice?
Yeah.
Yeah, he will.
Dave's about Hubbard. Is he
Yeah.
ramping up? Is he a guy you might look at left tackle too? Give him some reps.
Yeah, absolutely. He'll get reps today there, and we'll see where we're at.
How are you
Go ahead.
I was just saying, how are you health-wise? Who's not practicing today?
Yeah. So Dexter, Adoree, and Flott, Summers. Jamie will be out here. He's going to kind of kick off to the side and see where he's at. Other than that, everybody will practice some form or fashion. He will. He will. Everybody will do stuff other than those 4 people, and then Jamie again will kick off to the side, see where he's at.
Is Dexter kind of like, is this going to be like a maintenance thing with him early in the week?
I'm just taking it for today. Kind of do the similar program that we did last week. We'll see where he is at tomorrow. Just make sure he's as healthy as he can be.
Is it the same injury as last week?
Yeah, same deal.
Are you going to sign DJ Humphries?
Yeah, we had him in for a visit, met with him, talked with him. Again, nothing, on the horizon right now. Had a good visit with him. Just kind of him get to know us get to know him.
What's the thought process there, though? I mean, that's a veteran guy. Long-term wise, at least you have it. Is it? What's your thinking with that? With bringing in a veteran at that spot,
sure.
Another veteran now at this point.
I think he's a good football player. So, if it's the right fit, then work something out, and if it's not, then we won't. But it was a good visit.
He's coming off an injury, right?
He is.
So, I mean, is he not quite there yet?
Yeah, I'm not going to get into where he's at, but he's a good young man. Had a good visit with him, so we'll see where that goes.
Why did you guys have Russell Wilson in for a visit this offseason?
Yeah, we're on that, beyond that. But I will say this with Russell, he's a good football player. He's been a good football player for a long time. Did a heck of a job coming back last week against the Jets. Created explosive plays with Pickens. He's one of the most, since 2018, one of the higher explosive play quarterbacks, 20-plus plays. Won a Super Bowl, was in another Super Bowl. Got a lot of respect for him as a person, as a player.
Dave, you've been playing against Pittsburgh for a number of years now. What is
this will be the 18th one.
Is it 18th?
Yeah.
Not the accountant?
Yeah, no. I looked at it the other day.
Do you know what your record is in the 18th?
Yeah, it doesnesn't matter.
Well, I'm just rather not look it up.
Yeah.
What is it about that place that is perennially difficult to deal with?
Well, I would just start with the organization. It's a model of consistency. Coach Tomlin is an exceptional coach. Before that, Coach Cowher, obviously Coach Noelbeck, 1969. It seems like every meeting that I've had with head coaches that have been part of the staff, it's almost the same meeting. Different faces, but the same meeting relative to the toughness that team plays with, the grit that they play with, how they control the line of scrimmage on both sides, run the football, use the action game. Defensively, it's just plug and play. You've seen with these players, it's just the next guy up. You got JT and Hayward are unbelievable football players, but there's a style in which they play with that is physical and aggressive. Got a lot of respect for how they've done things for a long time. Ever since I've been in the league, just getting ready to play them. I'm well coached, play tough, play physical, have a style that they play with, and then the atmosphere is one of the best when you go there and play at their stadium. Tough place to play and a very tough opponent.
It's a weird transition with regard to stability, but last night we were with John Mara at the screening, and obviously he came out and was supportive of you and Joe, with the saying he believes in what you guys are doing and he wants stability here. How important is that to you guys to not to have to worry about that? Not that you don't worry about it.
Yeah, well, no, I think you focus on what you can control, and I've said this, numerous times. We have a very good communication process, a good relationship. Again, nobody's happy about the results or the record, but the communication and the process and the people, I believe in.
Dave, when you set out to build something, you and Joe got here.
Yeah.
What you said about the Steelers and what they have, is that essentially that something that everyone chases in this league?
the idea?
Yeah, it's pretty
of
unique.
doing
I would say it's pretty unique, though. The culture that they've had for a long time. Obviously, that's what you love to have, and that's why you have such a great appreciation when you get ready to play this team. This coach who's been here this is his 18th year. The consistency of how they do things is very impressive. I haven't been in that room, so I can't speak on it from the outside looking in. It's very impressive how they do things. But the most important thing is, you go to their place, or, it's a very tough place to play, and the players, the scheme, the style, that's why they've been successful.
What did you think about Bill Belichick's criticisms of your team?
Fill me in.
Bill on Tuesday was very critical of your guys' approach with Saquon, or Monday, I think it was after you spoke. He was critical of your guys' approach on the line, putting Josh at left tackle.
I would say that my focus is on our team, and we do everything we can do to be as good as we can be. And look, there's things we got to do better, but I can't focus on, the outside.
Brian, have you? Obviously, Daniel's a prideful guy. He wasn't happy with the way everything went down the other day. Not playing well, coming out of a game. He said it was a quick conversation. Have you had an extended conversation with him about that and about how it is moving forward?
Yeah, I talked to all the players. So, again, those are private conversations, but I'm not going to relive last week. 11 minutes left, down 28-3. We're going to get ready to go play Pittsburgh and have a good week of practice.
I'm talking more about moving forward, or not last week. Is it important for you to provide him reassurance that, hey, we're not just going to pull you if you struggle for a quarter or two, or for confidence?
No, I understand. I understand the question,
because that's the natural.
Yeah,
I would say you as a player think that way.
Yeah, I would say the most important thing is having a good week of practice and playing well, and that's where our focus is.
His numbers, the team's numbers with him, his especially, are incredibly stark between home and away. Is there any theory you have behind that?
No, we just all got to do a better job.
You don't feel the need to give him reassurance that he's your starter?
Yeah, I would say we've had conversations. Those would be private conversations, and our focus is on getting ready to play Pittsburgh.
Couple more.
Does a team need something different on the road, just in general? You've talked about the atmosphere in Pittsburgh. That's not the only tough atmosphere. Is there something to it because your team has been better this year on the road?
Yeah, I would just say we got to play and coach well, regardless of where the venue is. We got to do our job, the best we can do it, and get prepared like we normally do. And again, it takes everybody to do that, and that's what we do every week. That's what we'll do this week. But it's the opponent, it's your performance. Each week is different.
The struggles you've had on offense the last couple of weeks. Is it execution? Is it something about approach that you need to change? Is there anything you can put your finger on?
Yeah, I'd say, it's all encompassing when you're only scoring the points that we've scored. We can all do a better job.
Do you need to do anything differently on the back end to compensate for some of the guys that are down right now at corner?
Yeah, we'll go through practice here with the guys we have. There'll be some moving pieces here. We'll see where that goes, and then we'll see where these guys are at relative to Thursday or Friday and Saturday.
Is Drew an option on the outside, or is he pretty much inside?
No, I'd say we'll take a look at some things here today based on who's down for practice, and again, we'll evaluate that as we go.
Is Watts a long-term injury?
I wouldn't be able to say week to week. I don't. We'll see where he is tomorrow. It's probably. I don't know if he'd be able to make it this week, but I'm not going to rule him out because he hasn't been ruled out to me.
How big a challenge is T.J. Watt? You mentioned before last week about the possibility of Jermaine going to the left side. Does that become less likely because he does play over the right side majority?
Yeah, we could stay here for a long time talking about J.T. Watt. I'd say he's unbelievable. TJ, get me all flustered with the guy. You watch his tape and all the turnovers that he has and the style that he plays with. He's he's one of the best players in the league. He creates issues in the run game. He creates issues in the pass game. He bats balls down. He jumps up and intercepts balls that you'd never think you could be intercepted. He's got hustle, chase. He's a dynamic football. He's one of the better defensive players in the league. He's a problem. Highsmith's a problem on the other side. Hayward inside. When you add all those pieces together, that's why they are where they're at defensively. You can't say enough good things about him when you watch him on tape. He's an impressive, and he's been that way since he's played. As is Hayward. It's they're a dynamic front. Carl Dunbar does a great job with them over at Pittsburgh at defensive line, and they're hard to block. They're hard to block. You put a third down tape on, and you better be able to throw with rhythm and timing because they're there pretty quick.